Welcome to Storied Audio. The morning light slipped through the lace curtains of a small cafe, soft and hesitant, as if afraid to disturb the quiet. It painted delicate patterns across the worn wooden table where Amelia sat, her fingers wrapped around a cup of coffee she hadn't tasted. She stirred it slowly, watching the swirl of cream dissolve into the dark liquid, but her mind was far from the cafe. The clink of her spoon against ceramic felt distant, muffled beneath the sound that had taken over her thoughts. His voice. Liam's voice. The real one, raw, unfiltered, aching. She had found the recording the night before, tucked away inside an old phone buried at the bottom of a cardboard box labeled junk. She hadn't been looking for it. She'd only gone into the attic to find childhood photos for her mother's birthday. But her hand brushed against cracked plastic, dust, and forgotten wires, and curiosity nudged her to plug it in. She expected nothing more than blurry cat photos and awkward selfies. But when the screen flickered to life, a single notification blinked up at her like a ghost. A voicemail. From 3 weeks before the wedding. From Liam. Her breath had caught. Her thumb hovered. And then she pressed play. I know you don't want to talk to me, but I swear I didn't do anything with her. I love you. I only love you. Please just talk to me. You don't know the whole story. You don't want to do this. His voice cracked on the last sentence. Amelia had frozen, the sound hitting her like a blow. She had never listened to it. For years ago, she had stormed out of his apartment with fury buzzing in her veins, deleting every message, without hearing a single word. Pride had been louder than reason. Silence had felt like power. One earring. One suspicious glance. One blurry photo of him at dinner with a woman she didn't know. And she had destroyed everything. Now, sitting in the cafe, her chest felt tight, her breath shallow. She pressed her fingers to her temples, trying to steady herself. Because last night, after hearing the voicemail, she had spiraled through social media, searching for answers she should have asked him for years ago. She found them. A family reunion photo. A woman smiling in the sunlight. Jessica. Liam's half-sister. The same earring. The same face from the blurry restaurant photo that had shattered Amelia's world. Her stomach dropped. Her heart cracked open. Her past rearranged itself in front of her. Liam hadn't cheated. He had begged her to listen. He had stood outside her apartment in the rain. She ignored him, moved cities, blocked his number, unraveled their life thread by thread. And he let her go because she gave him no choice. They had been 2 months away from their wedding. Invitations printed. Venue booked. Their dog, Clancy, was supposed to be the ring bearer. She could still see Liam on the living room floor, laughing as he tried to teach Clancy to carry a tiny velvet pillow. She had laughed until her stomach hurt, until happiness felt frightening in its fullness, until she flinched at joy. Now, regret pressed against her ribs like a bruise. She opened her laptop and typed his name. A LinkedIn profile. Regional manager. A few public photos. No ring. No wife. One picture made her breath stop. Liam on a beach, holding Clancy. Still Clancy. Still their dog. The dog she had abandoned along with him. That was the moment she decided. She would find him. She would apologize. Even if forgiveness was all she ever got. 2 weeks later, Amelia stood in front of a sleek office building in downtown Nashville, clutching her tote bag like a lifeline. Her heart hammered so loudly, she wondered if the receptionist could hear it. I'm here to see Liam Carter, she said, her voice thin. Do you have an appointment?
No.
I'm an old friend. The receptionist hesitated, then made a call. Amelia listened to the quiet murmur of voices, her pulse roaring in her ears. He'll be right down, the receptionist said. Her reflection in a framed photo looked pale, older than she remembered. She barely had time to smooth her hair before the elevator chimed. And then he was there. Liam looked different. Older, sharper around the edges. His hair shorter, his beard fuller. But his eyes were exactly the same. They locked on hers, and for a moment the world narrowed to just that. Amelia, he said quietly. Liam, she breathed. I know this is unexpected, she said. Could we talk? He studied her, something unreadable flickering across his face. Then he nodded. Let's take a walk. They walked a block in silence, the space between them careful and wide. His hands stayed in his jacket pockets. He didn't look at her. I found your voicemail, she said finally. He stopped. What? From before the wedding. I listened to it. He exhaled slowly. I realized I never gave you a chance to explain. No, he said softly. You didn't. I thought you cheated. I saw the earring, the photo. I jumped to conclusions. And I was scared. You hurt me, he said. Not cruelly, just honestly. I know. Her voice trembled. That's why I'm here. I don't expect anything. I just needed you to know how sorry I am. They stopped near a small park. Rusted swings creaked in the breeze. Children laughed somewhere nearby. You disappeared, Liam said. I waited. For a long time. I was ashamed, she whispered. He looked down, then back at her. I loved you. I loved you too. What do you want from me now? Forgiveness, she whispered. Nothing else. He held her gaze, searching her face. Then slowly he nodded. I forgive you. Her knees nearly gave out. They sat on a bench, letting the afternoon drift around them. The silence felt different now, lighter, like something inside both of them had unclenched. I still have Clancy, he said, a small smile breaking through. He's going gray. I'm glad he's with you, she said softly. They talked a little more about work, about life. Nothing heavy. Nothing promised. When they stood to part, Liam hesitated. If you're still in town tomorrow, Clancy and I walk by the river in the mornings. Her heart stuttered. I'd like that, she said. They didn't hug. They didn't reach for each other. But as Amelia walked back toward her hotel, the city lights flickering on around her, the past didn't feel like an open wound anymore. Just a scar. Soon they realized that they still loved each other. They began their relationship slowly, promising to always talk things out and not jump to conclusions. Subscribe to the channel for more audio stories.